Mazda is about to become the new BMW. Very soon, all of you BMW lovers are gonna wanna have a Mazda. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna review this CX-5 to prove it. Right then. Right, bear with me because I'll explain exactly what I mean in a bit. But first, the CX-5. Handsome, isn't it? Mazda has updated the car to compete against the new Nissan Qashqai and the Skoda Karoq. So you get sleeker styling, tweaked suspension and better tech. We like it a lot. So first of all, should we talk about the design? Let's not talk about the colour, because no, it's not baby poo green, it's zircon sand metallic, so shut up. But look, overall, it's a very lovely looking car. It's very sleek, very smooth. It's quietly confident, a bit like how BMW used to be before it grew those giant grills. But look, I know it still looks like a Mazda, right? But actually, the BMW comparisons are more than skin deep. Follow me. Come on. You see, Mazda is about to go up market. It's about to go head to head with the big three German brands. I mean, it's just sold its most expensive and most plush car ever, the CX-60. And actually, sat in here in the facelifted CX-5, it's pretty premium in here. I mean, look at the quality of the materials. It's quite lovely. Squishies everywhere. I mean, it's absolutely blooming gorgeous. Driving position is quite racy, a bit sporty, which is quite strange for a crossover. So again, very nice. But here's the thing. BMW's iDrive infotainment has been the best in the business for years. As everyone moves towards fiddly touchscreens, they've stuck with a nice, clicky rotary dial that falls easily to hand. So much nicer to use on the move. But look at this. The Mazda has a rotary dial too, and actually it works really, really well. We've got 10.25 inch screen up here, which has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all of the things, twisty knobs for the climate control, which we all know I'm a big fan of, head-up display. I am a big fan of what's going on in here. This feels way more expensive than it actually is. There's easily enough space for a family of four too, and the 506-litre boot is plenty big, if not class leading. I think it's about time we go for a drive, but first a little secret about future Mazdas. As part of the brand's premium push, it'll be releasing brand new straight six petrol and diesel engines very soon, and I'm pretty sure there's another brand that's famous for inline sixes. Interesting, I can't think just off the top of my head. So in this Mazda CX-5 you can either get a 2.2 litre diesel, which is the one that we've got here, which is actually pretty blooming gutsy, I'm not going to lie, but also very quiet at the same time. Lovely. Or you can get a 2 litre petrol, which doesn't have a turbo, and I have driven that, and I can tell you, you gotta give it some welly with the gearbox to get a bit of oomph out of it. But with the Sky Active engine tech, it makes you feel like you've got a bigger engine, but with the efficiency of a smaller engine. So the diesel will do up to 50 miles per gallon, and the petrol will do up to 40 miles per gallon. Bad. Oh, actually, I do have an annoyance that I wanted to point out to you while we're on the conversation of fuel. Everything in this car is fantastic, apart from the old school lever that you have to pull down here to open up the petrol flap, or the diesel flap in this one. So every time I've gone to the petrol station, I pull up, I walk round and I press it, expecting it to open, and it doesn't. And then I've got to go, and walk all the way around to the driver's side again and pull the lever so I can open up the, what's it called? The fuel flap. You know what I mean. I'm sure once you've had one of these for a while, you get used to it. It's just bugged me. And then there's one of the best things about the CX-5, the way it drives. This car, for a crossover, drives really, really well. I mean, it's super agile, the steering is nice and precise. The grip is fantastic, you can definitely tell it's been made by the creators of the MX-5, which we all know is a blooming fantastic car. Yeah, very plush, lovely, premium feel in this car. Yeah, This is a very well engineered machine. There is more than just a hint of BMW about this car. It's great. It's great. Apart from the colour. See what I mean? There's a lot about this car that captures the things we really like about BMW, and when Mazda moves completely towards its premium future, it'll have straight 6 engines on board and hopefully even better build quality and dynamics. And get this, the new CX-60 rides on a rear-wheel drive platform, which will trickle down to other models. Mazda will be playing BMW at its own game. Oh, spicy.